I am AI avatar of CA Ratan Mundra. Hello everyone. In this video, we will understand the newly issued IFSCA Master Circular for broker-dealers and clearing members dated May 12, 2026. This circular is extremely important for entities operating in GIFT IFSC because it consolidates multiple earlier circulars and creates one unified compliance framework. The new framework focuses on stronger governance, better supervision, client fund protection, cyber resilience, technology controls, operational risk management, and reporting requirements. For broker-dealers, clearing members, compliance teams, auditors, legal professionals, and technology departments, this circular acts as both a regulatory guideline and an operational handbook. The objective of this video is to simplify the circular, explain the material changes, and provide practical compliance action points. Earlier, broker-dealers and clearing members had to refer to several separate circulars, notifications, and even old SEBI guidelines applicable before October 2020. This often created confusion, duplication, and operational challenges. The new Master Circular changes this completely by bringing all major compliance requirements into one integrated framework. Another important change is alignment with the IFSCA Capital Market Intermediaries Regulations 2025. This means entities must now review their internal compliance manuals, policies, reporting structures, onboarding documentation, audit systems, and governance processes to ensure they are aligned with the latest regulatory expectations. The circular also significantly increases regulatory focus on technology resilience, operational continuity, event-based surveillance, client fund safety, software testing, outsourcing controls, and cybersecurity. In simple words, compliance is no longer just documentation-based. It is now operational, technology-driven, and continuously monitored. One of the major procedural reforms introduced under the Master Circular is the use of the Single Window IT system, commonly known as SWITS. Entities seeking registration as broker-dealers or clearing members must now apply through this integrated digital platform. The platform combines multiple approval requirements, including IFSCA registration, SEZ approvals, GST registration, and wherever required, approvals from other regulators. This integrated process simplifies filings, but also increases the importance of proper documentation and coordination. Applicants must ensure that their business plans, financial details, principal officer information, SEZ documentation, fee payment records, and regulatory declarations are fully aligned. Any mismatch or inconsistency across documents can delay approvals. Therefore, entities should prepare a complete registration pack before initiating the SWITS process. This includes net worth proof, governance details, business activity plans, operational structure, and compliance readiness documentation. The Master Circular places significant importance on governance and accountability. Every broker-dealer and clearing member must appoint a principal officer and a compliance officer operating from IFSC. The principal officer is responsible for overall operations, management oversight, and strategic supervision of IFSC activities. The compliance officer is responsible for ensuring adherence to regulatory obligations, legal requirements, reporting timelines, and internal compliance systems. This requirement ensures that IFSC operations are not merely controlled remotely from another country or jurisdiction. Regulators now expect actual operational supervision within IFSC. For entities holding multiple registrations, separate principal officers may be required for different regulated activities. This creates stronger accountability and improves regulatory oversight. Entities should therefore establish proper governance frameworks, reporting hierarchies, escalation mechanisms, and board-level supervision processes. One of the most important sections of the Master Circular relates to client fund protection. The circular clearly states that client funds and proprietary funds must remain completely separate. Broker-dealers cannot use client money or collateral for their own proprietary obligations or for the obligations of another client. The circular treats any overlap between client assets and proprietary assets as a serious breach of fiduciary duty. This is a highly sensitive compliance area because misuse of client funds can trigger regulatory action, penalties, reputational damage, and even suspension risks. Broker-dealers must therefore review their bank account structures, ledger mapping systems, collateral utilization processes, reconciliation systems, and internal monitoring controls. The stock exchanges are also expected to introduce standardized client agreement formats and monitoring mechanisms for client funds. This means onboarding documents, running account authorizations, disclosures, and operational workflows must all be updated. Technology governance is now one of the central pillars of compliance under the new framework. The circular contains detailed provisions for software systems used in trading operations. This includes internet-based trading systems, algorithmic trading systems, direct market access platforms, smart order routing systems, and wireless trading technologies. Before any software is deployed in the securities market, broker-dealers must complete user acceptance testing, simulated environment testing, and system validation procedures. Stock exchanges must also conduct mock trading sessions regularly. For algorithmic trading participants, participation in these mock sessions is mandatory. Failure to participate can attract regulatory scrutiny and disciplinary action. Another major change is that software deployment is no longer treated as only an internal IT decision. Exchange approvals, auditor certifications, testing records, and operational readiness assessments are now essential compliance requirements. This significantly increases the role of technology teams, auditors, and risk management departments. The Master Circular introduces a detailed technical glitch reporting framework. A technical glitch includes any system failure, interruption, network issue, hardware malfunction, software disruption, or operational problem that affects trading systems for 5 minutes or more. Such incidents must be reported to the stock exchange immediately and not later than 1 hour from occurrence. A preliminary report must be submitted by the next business day, and a detailed root cause analysis report must be submitted within 14 days. This is a major compliance change because technology incidents now carry formal regulatory reporting obligations. The circular also requires broker-dealers and clearing members to maintain strong cybersecurity and cyber resilience systems. Entities must align with IFSCA cybersecurity guidelines and maintain incident response plans, vulnerability management systems, access controls, business continuity arrangements, and monitoring mechanisms. Additionally, stock exchanges may publicly disclose technical glitches and root cause analysis reports. This creates significant reputational implications for regulated entities. The circular places strong emphasis on operational resilience. Broker-dealers are now required to maintain installed technology capacity equal to at least 150% of observed peak load. They must also establish automated alerts whenever system utilization crosses 70% of installed capacity. This transforms capacity planning from an internal best practice into a regulatory requirement. The circular also introduces stricter business continuity planning and disaster recovery requirements. Disaster recovery sites should ideally be located in different seismic zones or at least 250 kilometers away from the primary data center. Specified broker-dealers must conduct regular disaster recovery drills, including live trading operations from the doctor side. This ensures operational continuity even during major disruptions. Entities must therefore invest in infrastructure resilience, operational monitoring, backup systems, testing procedures, and disaster preparedness documentation. The Master Circular introduces several modern compliance concepts. First, every broker-dealer and clearing member must establish a board-approved outsourcing policy. Even when functions are outsourced to vendors, group entities, cloud providers, or external service providers, the regulated entity remains fully responsible. This means vendor due diligence, service level agreements, monitoring controls, audit rights, and transition mechanisms become extremely important. Second, the circular introduces reporting obligations for artificial intelligence and machine learning systems. Entities using AI or ML tools for trading, surveillance, client profiling, automation, analytics, or operational activities may need to report these systems to the stock exchange. Third, the circular establishes an event-based surveillance mechanism. Failures such as delayed audit reports, non-submission of net worth certificates, inspection non-cooperation, or delayed regulatory filings can trigger enhanced scrutiny. This means routine compliance delays may now become major regulatory risk events. To conclude, the IFSCA Master Circular 2026 is one of the most significant regulatory developments for broker-dealers and clearing members operating in IFSC. While the circular simplifies the regulatory framework by consolidating multiple earlier circulars, it simultaneously raises compliance expectations across governance, technology, cybersecurity, operational resilience, client protection, outsourcing, reporting, and supervision. Entities should immediately begin reviewing their policies, governance systems, onboarding procedures, operational controls, software deployment frameworks, cybersecurity arrangements, and audit processes. The most critical focus areas include client fund segregation, technical glitch reporting, software testing approvals, cyber resilience, outsourcing governance, capacity planning, and disaster recovery readiness. A proactive implementation strategy today can help organizations avoid future regulatory actions, operational failures, and reputational risks. The new framework clearly signals that IFSC intermediaries are expected to operate with global standards of governance, technology resilience, transparency, and client protection. Thank you for watching this video. Moon Sales and Management Consultants LLP, a trusted partner for SEZ and IFSC excellence. A pioneer in establishing SEZ and IFSC units within GIFT City and India, delivering end-to-end IFSC setup, operational support, and handling compliances, risk management. Renowned for deep expertise in regulatory approvals, capital markets, fund management, insurance, finance company, foreign university, BAT, and ancillary regulations and fintech. Expertise in customs clearance for aircraft and ship procurement, leasing, GST, DSPF, IFSCA. Comprehensive support covering registration, reporting, and regulatory transitions, ensuring ring fencing, transparency, and global compliance standards. Join our network, scan the QR codes below to stay connected with us.